What's up, guys? My name's Zane, and today we're going to be talking about chasing women. Now, by the end of this video, you're going to understand how 90% of men on this planet are chasing women and how that's actually leading them to live less successful lives than the 10% that are doing something else. They're doing something else to make it so that they are more successful in their lives with women, with businesses, with their families, with their friends, with their jobs, with their life in general, with their health. So stick around towards the end of the video, guys, because I will be explaining absolutely everything. In our current time, whether you're a millennial, Gen Z, whatever it is, even some of the older generations, it's really become about how many girls we can talk to, how many girls we can DM. How many DMs are we sliding into? How many girls are pinging us back? How many women we can sleep with? How many women we can go on dates with? All about chasing tail. And the thing is with chasing tail, there is nothing wrong with it. Let me get that straight. There is nothing wrong with wanting women. There is nothing wrong with that. It's not going to be one of those videos where I'm going to say women are bad, right? In actual fact, I love women. Right, I believe women are much more creative than guys. They're more intuitive than guys. They have a better sense of empathy than guys. They're more organized than guys, right? There's so many things about women that are absolutely amazing. And in regards to relationships, what they can do for a man is insane. The right woman with the right man, that person's life, that man's life will be 10 times better if they find the right woman. But here's the thing, guys. This is the trap that we're getting caught in. A lot of us are going after loads of different women thinking that that's the way we should live, when realistically, that's not the case at all. In our primal DNA, as humans, we want to go out and we want to reproduce. We want to look for a woman who is able to bear a great child, able to raise a family well, able to raise my kids well. Right? So as guys, we're very selective. If we're born in those primal ages, we'd be very selective with the women we would be going after, especially if we're masculine men leading our own lives. Now, this day and age is completely different. Let's speak about actually chasing women for a second. If you chase women, you will understand how much energy that takes out of you. I've definitely done it for many years. I did it all throughout my life at university. I did it for a couple of years afterwards, chasing women. I've done the whole thing, and I was on Tinder, Bumble, all of these different things, and you'd be swiping for hours, matching hundreds of different women. If your profile's great, of course, at the beginning my profile wasn't great at all, but when I started to match people, then it was about texting them, and out of 100 conversations, you'd meet up with one girl. That date doesn't go well, so you have to start that cycle again. Eventually, after that cycle of messaging another 100, 200 women, you go on another date that does go well, you end up sleeping with her, and then it's right, fair enough, you accomplish it, and then you start the cycle again, and it's just like this. There's no fulfillment in that. There is no fulfillment in that. And some situations I've seen is that guys go on these Tinder dates to find a girl, because they find a girl that likes them, and because they're insecure about themselves and they have a bad self-image. What happens is that they cling on to that girl, and the girl probably has the same sort of concept about herself, that she thinks that, oh, this is the only guy that's going to like me, so we're just going to be into a relationship, we're going to get into a relationship, when realistically there are much better individuals out there for that man and for that woman. So it comes a lot back down to self-image as well, but I'm not going to touch on that today. I'm really just going to speak about chasing women in general. See, this is why men are not successful in their lives. A lot of men are not, because they think that their purpose is chasing tail, when realistically they have yet to discover their purpose. And because they have yet to discover their purpose, they think that they will go for whatever society puts on them, or what their friends say they should be going after, what their families say they should be going after, or just what seems right. And what seems right at that age is that, oh yes, you start to get an interest in women, and so I'm going to start chasing tail, because that, I feel, is my purpose. No, it's not. It's not your purpose. It's not your purpose at all. When you're chasing something, like let's say you're chasing a dog. If you're chasing a dog, what's it going to do? It's going to run away. It's going to run away. It's going to run away. It's going to keep running away from you. But when you know how to call a dog towards you, that dog will come over and will enjoy your presence. You chase a job opportunity, you will never get it. If you focus on being a better candidate than the rest, instead of chasing the job offer will find you. The right job will find you. If you're trying to get in shape and you're chasing after the body fat, whatever it is, you'll never get it. But if you focus on putting in the principles, the food, the workout, the discipline, the consistency, the result will find you. We don't need to chase women. We don't. Because if we chase women, it's going to push them away. You know, we're trying to message them, hey, can we meet up? Can we meet up at this time? Hey, are we confirmed for this time? Hey, are you sure you want to meet here? Are we doing it this time? Like, what kind of posture is that for a man? The woman's going to think, like, who is he? Like, am I really going on a date with this guy? And if a woman does go on a date with you, she's obviously doesn't think that much of herself. It's just that you're probably the only guy giving her attention. And there might be 100 other guys giving her attention, but she probably just decides to pick you because you're giving her the most attention. But it's coming from a bad place. She'll probably end up using you to meet her own insecure needs. I'm not bashing women, by the way. Look, guys are just as insecure as women. Like, there's a lot of insecure people around, and it's no fault of your own, but it is your fault if you don't change it. If you're a woman listening to this, great. If you're a guy listening to this, great. Look, chasing women will push them away. It's as simple as that. And in my experience, that's happened a lot. And in the times where I didn't chase, but I had intention, and I just kind of went with the process, it was a lot easier. Right? Now, this was back when I was technically still going after women in a way, right? What you want to do is do the complete opposite. It's to stop chasing women. This is what you want to do, because right now you understand that chasing women is a bad thing. It pushes women away. You chase anything, it pushes it away. Why? From a more spiritual level, if you want to talk about that spiritual law of attraction side, right? The more you try and want something, the less you think you have it, right? If you want something, you don't have it. If you have something, you don't want it. And so most guys are trying to go after women and have hundreds of women in their DMs and all of these kind of things because they're trying to fill some void. They're trying to fill some gap and void in their personality, in their own self, that they don't feel like they're enough. And to feel like they're enough, they're going to go out and they're going to just chat to loads of different women so that they feel good. And it makes them look good in front of their guy friends. It makes them look good in front of the women they're talking to because they have women fighting over him, and it feeds this insecurity that he doesn't feel like he's enough. But if he needs women to fight over him so that he can feel enough, when realistically you don't need to feel that at all. You don't need to do any of that. If you want to feel enough, you just need to feel like you're enough. If you want to feel like you're worthy, you just need to feel like you're worthy. If you want to feel like you're deserved, you just need to feel like you're deserved. That's it. You don't need to do any of this other stupid bullshit. And so we've got to learn to let go. We've got to learn to stop chasing women. What have we got to do? Guys who chase women are not working on themselves. I'm telling you that right now. Most guys that chase women in that fashion, they do not work on themselves. They are slobs. They have no discipline. They're smoking weed, or they're drinking and they're partying. Or if they're not someone who takes some form of drug or alcohol or whatever, they are doing something. They are addicted to something. They might be addicted to the attention they get from women, and so they love to keep going out and becoming players and go down that road. There is no sense of they're not building themselves. They're not serving a purpose. Yes, they might have a decent self-image that they feel like they're confident in stuff, but it's for the wrong reasons, and they're not serving a purpose that's greater than themselves. For an actual man to find a beautiful, empowering woman, the man has got to work on himself. The man has got to work on himself, discover your purpose. Because already have a purpose. You don't need to go and find it. Purpose is within you already. You already have that. You have that purpose within you already. You are born with it. Everyone's purpose is different. What's your purpose? Think about it. And it takes time. It takes time to figure out. But once you understand what your purpose is and you start serving that purpose, it can be anything, guys. It could be something so simple as wanting to retire your parents. It could be buying your parents a house. It could be looking after your brothers and sisters. It could be heading towards a certain promotion in a job. It could be starting a certain business. It could be helping a certain community. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be being a stupidly rich multi-millionaire and owning multiple businesses. It could be anything you want it to be. An F1 driver, a scuba diver, whatever it is, travel the world. Like, what's your purpose? Figure that out. Any guy who starts to build themselves, build their empire, and work towards their purpose, their life is naturally much more entertaining, much more adventurous, much more thrilling, and just the kind of life that when the ball gets rolling for you, that women are just gonna just want to be around you. Every woman is gonna just want to be in your life. Because look, guys, why do you think guys go after those players? Why? Because their life seems entertaining, their life seems adventurous, it seems like it's thrilling, it's mysterious, there's all of these different things. But really a lot of it's fake. Really, they don't have their shit together. But a guy who's really getting his shit together properly, focusing on his purpose, delivering, getting consistent, building his body, building his mind, building his soul, building his heart, building the consistency, building his businesses, his relationships with his friends and family, and building himself. When he does that, every woman is going to want to come towards you. Every woman you can think of. I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen with friends of mine. One of my friends, he's established a great business. He's been working on it himself for many, many years now. And he's at a point in his life where he, over the last couple of years, was getting to know a woman. And he's madly in love with her. He's like, she does nothing but make me feel like a much better person. Like, you can see in his eyes, and you can see when those two are together, that they're just a perfect match. There's just like, it's not a soulmate. I don't agree with soulmates. There are millions of soulmates for you out there, if you believe that. Women, if you're watching this, I guess small aim towards you. Guys, we think a bit differently about that, but there is no the one. There's no the one. There's no princess. There's no prince. There's no Prince Charming. There's no princess. There's no Rapunzel stuck in a bloody tower that you have to fix and solve, right? That's what these Disney programs did with us guys. Programmed us to think that every woman has their Prince Charming, and every guy has to rescue a damsel in distress and fix problems so that they can be together. No, man. It's not what it's about. You don't need to fix any woman, right? You are whole and complete. She's whole and complete. You are independent. She's independent. You're building your empire. You're building your businesses. She is serving her purpose in life. It could be completely different to yours. It could be very similar to yours. But when you two meet, you make each other better. And the way you two meet, it will be so easy. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to go after it. You don't need to DM women. It will come to you. She will come to you because you're building yourself. All right, so with that being said, guys, that is the end of the video. A bit different to what I usually talk about, but this had to be spoken about. I did post it on my Instagram, a quote, which was, I literally said, stop chasing women. And yeah, ever since then, I just thought, you know what, let's make a video about it, and I'm happy that I did. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate all of you. All right, much love, and peace out.